zoom tools on the laptops today. I use this all the time. I think it is super useful. You need to turn it on. Just like most of the accessibility tools, you have to enable it on the laptop before it's usable. So you'll start by going to System Preferences and into the Accessibilities. Remember, Accessibilities is this blue circle with the white guy on it. And go to Zoom. Now, there's a bunch of different things here. There's two that I use all the time. I use this Use Scroll Gesture with modifier keys to zoom. And I've only recently discovered but love this Enable Hover Text. So I'll turn both of those on. The scroll gesture with modifier keys, what that means is that if you hold down the control button, in this case, there's other modifier keys, but I like to use control, the default. If you hold down control and then use on your trackpad 2 fingers up or down to zoom out on your trackpad, or if you have a mouse, you can use the scroll wheel. But when you zoom in, it zooms in on the screen, and then you just move your mouse around and it moves where the zoom is looking, see? And so I'm going to zoom back out by holding control and zoom back out. I like to do it on full screen on the laptop. I think a lot of people on the laptops like to use picture-in-picture. That's where you hold control, and now wherever your mouse is, it zooms in. So I can keep zooming in on that word. Oh, now I can read accessibility. So, and then hold control to zoom back out, like I just did. I get confused when I use the split screen one, but maybe that works for you. See, it does it like this. Split screen. Like I said, I get confused doing it like this, but maybe that's what works for you. So turn on this Use Scroll Gesture. You can, of course, turn on the keyboard shortcuts if they work well for you. I don't like those. I get confused, but maybe that's perfect for you to use the shortcut keys. This Enable Hover Text is really quite cool. Notice, here, I'm going to zoom in here. Oh, I got to get back off the split screen. Go back to full screen. I'm going to zoom in so you can read this small text here. It says Enable Hover Text, and then it says press Command to display a large text view of the item under the pointer. This, in my mind, should say Hold Command. That's what that is. That's Command. It used to be called Open Apple for us oldies. So what that does is if you hold down the Command key, whatever button is under your mouse or whatever text you put under your mouse, it makes it nice and big like that. Enable Hover Text. Choose Display. There, I got that whole sentence there. One little quirk, if your mouse is stationary, so I take my hand off the trackpad or the mouse now, and now I hold it, it doesn't come up. Your mouse actually has to move slightly for the box to come up. I have no idea why, but that's the way it works. You can, if you go to Options, make that even bigger. So maybe I want it to be 128 point. Seems excessive, but let's see. Now it's even bigger. This is a really nice tool. I think I will definitely use this or leave this on, because when else do you hold the Command key anyways? So anytime any text that's under your mouse will get zoomed in like that. I'm going to go back to that 60 because I don't need it on 128 or 64 as it were. And now there's that text. So those are the two zooms that I use all the time and think can be very useful. Shortcut keys, like I said, if you're a shortcut key person, do it. That hasn't been as helpful to me, but remember, System Preferences, Accessibilities, and Zoom over here on the left. Those are the Zoom tools.